Students, now in this video we are going to discuss types of inflorescence. Okay, so types of inflorescence. So already we have seen three types over there: racemose inflorescence, cymose inflorescence, and one more is special type also we have seen. Now there, first one we have started to learn racemose inflorescence or indefinite inflorescence. Okay, now there, what are the main important points we have to save in our mind means. So first point itself we need to store in our mind, that is peduncle grows indefinitely. So peduncle grows indefinitely, produce number of flowers in acropetal or centripetal manner. First point, don't forget this point, peduncle grows indefinitely. So means here, sir, when this particular peduncle growth will be there indefinitely, sir, means try to give one idea means, suppose if the stalk of a flower not ends with stalk of a flower or the stalk of inflorescence, that this point you take, stalk of inflorescence, when it is not or it is not end with a flower, so at the time not end with a flower we are observing now, at the time definitely, so indefinitely we can be taken. So means the growth is indefinite. Okay ma, so peduncle grows indefinitely, produce number of flowers, or a number of flowers in acropetal manner as well as centripetal manner. Sir, first of all, acropetal manner what and centripetal manner means, what is the meaning, sir, means. So here once to give the clarity on these two words, I have drawn one diagram or two diagrams also. Once you see there, centripetal, so centripetal, and one more is acropetal. Now information point of view, arrangement of older flowers at the bottom and younger ones at the top. So means younger ones at present at the top and older ones present at the bottom. So once you see there, so here in acropetal manner, once you try to concentrate in acropetal manner, older one. So older one, so definitely older flowers at present at base, and when we are moving towards the tip, no, so small flowers are there. Means generally we are observing only, no, so in nature we will observe that one. So that kind of manner or that kind of arrangement of flowers on the peduncle is known as acropetal direction. Once continue to see this diagram. So here small explanation I will give you. So here stalk of inflorescence is there, no, main thick line. The stalk of inflorescence we are calling as peduncle. Once you say along with me, stalk of inflorescence is known as peduncle. One more time, stalk of inflorescence is known as peduncle. Now this particular stalk of inflorescence consists of many flowers or produces many flowers. No, now all these flowers are attached to the peduncle by means of pedicel. So this pedicel is nothing but which one? Stalk of flower. Stalk of flower is known as pedicel. Stalk of flower is known as pedicel, and stalk of inflorescence is known as peduncle. Now you may ask, sir, suppose if you take a leaf, no, definitely leaf is erased from the axil of stipule. So but sir, from flower from where it has been? Means here definitely flower it will originate from the axil of bract. Once you see there, here chinna small leaf like structure is there, no, so here, so exactly let's spotlight. So that axil of that particular small leaf like structure, suppose a flower comes, if a flower is produced, so that particular small leaf like structure we will be considering as bract. Suppose a small leaf like structure is there, from the axil suppose leaf comes means that small leaf like structure we will be considering as stipule. If leaf comes from the axils of that particular small leaf like structure, leaf comes stipule. Suppose a flower comes bract. So this point you try to save in your mind. So right, now peduncle does not terminate into a flower or with a flower. Point you understood or not? Peduncle does not terminate, means here in racemose inflorescence, so definitely peduncle not terminates with a flower or into a flower. So that's why once you see there here terminally, so here we left this one, here we didn't put anything. So here we should not keep a flower there. Suppose if we keep a flower there, so growth will not be indefinite. At the time growth will be definite. particular growth only will be there. But so here, due to the absence of or due to the lack of a flower at the tip of the inflorescence, we are observing the growth of peduncle is indefinite. Amma, try to save this point in your mind, important. Amma. Next one, in a centripetal arrangement. So second one, in a centripetal arrangement, the older flowers are present near to the periphery, near periphery, and younger ones at the center. So here that is enough. Now once you see that diagram, so here what is information? So here why sir here this kind of structure you have drawn for centripetal means, so here one small explanation. So reduced discoid peduncle is present, means here in acropetal manner, once you see there, the peduncle stalk like, so one linear shape we have drawn, but in this peduncle type, means where in a centripetal arrangement, no, so reduced discoid peduncle is present, reduced discoid peduncle. So here the peduncle is seems to be discoid peduncle is present. So that's why once you see that, so peripheral regions means older flowers are there at peripheral regions. So here older ones at peripheral means edges or ends. Okay, at peripheral regions, at old flowers at peripheral regions. So exactly at the center, no, younger ones will be there. So thereby old, young, likewise. So it will come, means the blooming of flowers comes towards the center. So flowers blooms towards the center. Okay, that's why this particular arrangement we will be calling as centripetal arrangement. Now, racemose inflorescence may be unbranched or branched. Suppose if the racemose inflorescence unbranched means that one we can be taken as a simple type. Suppose racemose inflorescence branched means that is compound type. These two statements are very important. One more time you try to concentrate, that is unbranched one is simple type and branched one is compound type. One more time, unbranched, suppose if you are observing unbranched thing or unbranched information in a racemose inflorescence, so directly, so you try to assume or try to think about the simple type. Suppose branched means a compound type. Now, the flowers are attached to the peduncle with their stalk. So already this explanation I have given here. So what is the thing? Flowers are definitely arranged to the or attached to the peduncle. Stalk of inflorescence is there, no? There definitely flowers attached to the stalk of inflorescence known as peduncle. So with their stalks, so stalk of a flower we will be calling as pedicel, means stalk of a flower is known as pedicel. So these flowers are attached to the peduncle by means of pedicels. So pedicels, so that is a stalk of a flower. So because of the presence of these pedicel, flowers get attached to the peduncle. So that information try to save in your mind. Now the flowers are with pedicels. Suppose if the flowers consist of pedicels, so such kind of a flower we will be calling as pedicellate flower. Don't forget, important. Suppose if the flowers consist of a pedicel, so such kind of a phenomenon we will be calling as pedicellate. And next one, in some flowers pedicels are absent. Suppose if the pedicel is absent, sessile. Don't forget. So until completion of biology or the botany information, so definitely this particular information important. Okay, means suppose if the pedicel is present to that particular flower, pedicellate flower we will call. Suppose if the pedicel is absent, sessile flower. So likewise, next one, based on the presence or absence of pedicels. Based on the presence or absence of a pedicel, racemose inflorescence two types. So based on the presence or absence of pedicels, racemose inflorescence, how many types are there? Two types. One is racemose inflorescence with pedicellate flowers. Means here which one we can observe there? So stalk of flower we can be seen. Stalk of flower. So pedicellate. Okay, stalk of a flower is present, so that's why that particular inflorescence we are calling as racemose inflorescence with pedicellate flower. Next one, in the next type, no, pedicel is absent, that's why racemose inflorescence with the sessile flower. So likewise there are two different types of inflorescences we are observing in racemose inflorescence. Next one, racemose inflorescence with pedicellate flowers. Racemose inflorescence with pedicellate flowers. One more time you see that racemose inflorescence with pedicellate flowers. Now let us move forward. So here first side heading is racemose, simple raceme. Simple raceme. Best example is Crotalaria gentiana. So in previous video I have given information of Crotalaria gentiana. We will take the fibers, means which helps for the preparation of jute bags. So Crotalaria gentiana. So you can check this one with yellow flowers we will observe. Fabaceae family members, these Crotalaria members. So thereby corolla members 1+2+2 condition we will observe. Okay, so Crotalaria. So simple raceme, best example Crotalaria. So in a simple raceme, so when we are observing the simple raceme, what is the point we have to understand? It is unbranched. So now the peduncle is a simple unbranched. You see there, peduncle is simple unbranched, elongated, producing many pedicellate flowers and bracteate flowers in acropetal manner. You see there, acropetal manner we know very well. Older one at base and younger ones at top. Okay, so that is only is known as acropetal arrangement. Now, so that particular inflorescence, pedicellate flowers are present and bracteate flowers. Pedicellate means I told you already. Pedicellate means suppose if the flower with stalk is attached to the peduncle, pedicellate. Next one, bracteate means, now only I said no. Suppose if the flower arises at the axils of leaf-like structure, so that particular leaf-like structure only we are calling as bract. No. So suppose if the bract is present, that particular flower we can be taken as bracteate. That's why once you see this, observe this diagram. So there small leaf-like structures I have drawn. So just axils of flower, once you see there clearly. Did you notice that? Or here you come here. So here bract, I have drawn one label. So I have given one label, that is all. Means definitely flower comes at the axillary position of bract. Suppose that particular bract is there means bracteate flower. Stalk is there means pedicellate. Flower bract is there means bracteate. Next one, simple means unbranched, simple unbranched, elongated. Next one, producing many flowers in an acropetal manner. So first one you try to remember. So this particular point, what is the point here we are learning? No, we are saving in our mind. No, so these are all point in all side headings, common. Okay, now second one let us start to learn, that is compound raceme. Okay, so this particular compound raceme also known as panicle inflorescence. Compound raceme also known as panicle inflorescence. Now compound we are seeing. Compound means best one point definitely we have to save in our mind, that is branched raceme. So that is only we are calling by one more name, panicle. So this kind of thing where we can be seen means, so first of all let us discuss example only, Mangifera indica. So mango is the Mangifera indica, scientific name of mango. Next one, yucca plant. So these two comes under compound raceme. So this particular compound raceme we are calling by one more name, panicle inflorescence. Now peduncle is branched. Don't forget. So in compound, first point we need to write that only. But in case of a simple, so peduncle is a simple unbranched. Okay, now compound, no, that's why peduncle is branched. So now each branch produces pedicellate, bracteate, flowers acropetally arranged. I told you already. What is the point I told you? So in a compound, definitely peduncle is a branch and each branch produces pedicellate, bracteate. Pedicellate means pedicellate stalk of flower is present. Bracteate means bract is present. And all flowers arranged in acropetally, means older ones at base and younger ones at top. So thus each branch resembles a simple raceme. Once you see that, so here the two branches are there. At every branch again, so this kind of structure will come. So that is only main important thing we can observe in compound regime. Next one simple corym. Third one simple corym. The lower flowers have, so here again what is the point we should not forget? Again the peduncle is simple, peduncle is simple, unbranched, elongated, producing many pedicellate and bracteate flowers in acropetal manner. So what is the information we have written in a simple regime? So all points here we have to write down, or we have to learn. But simple means when we are reading simple, definitely we need to remember one point, important point. Now the peduncle is simple and unbranched. So after completion, after remembering all these points, now move forward to learn. So that is lower flowers. Lower flowers have longer pedicels and apical flowers have shorter pedicels. When lower flowers in one particular peduncle, lower flowers with longer pedicels are there, means long stalks are there, and apical flowers short stalks are there, means definitely what we can observe thus. So thereby finally all flowers are brought more or less to the same height, means when that particular older ones or the so lower flowers are having longer pedicel, and younger ones definitely consist of shorter pedicels. Definitely all flowers definitely more or less comes onto the same height. Diagrammatically once I will show you, comes onto here. Once you see there, exactly, let's spotlight once you see. So now you see there simple corym. Now so this particular thing is center line is peduncle. So there, see there, this one exactly small leaf like structures are there, bracts. Now so these are all old one with long pedicels, and when we are moving towards the apex, we are observing shorter pedicels, isn't it? So means here you see there all flowers comes onto the same height, but in the center you see there I didn't draw flower. So there so this the apical position or the apical region of the peduncle should not end with the flower. So that is only the meaning of raceme. Because of that only racemose inflorescence is indefinite. Don't forget the important point. So thereby in a simple corym, what is the point we can save in our mind means lower flowers with longer pedicels and apical flowers with shorter pedicels. So thereby definitely we can observe the equal height of all flowers. So this kind of thing where we can be seen, sir, means, so definitely we can be seen in Gynandropsis and one more is Cassia. In Gynandropsis and in Acacia, definitely we can observe this kind of phenomenon. Next one, fourth one is compound corym. Compound corym, peduncle is branched. Compound corym, peduncle is branched. Now compound, when we will observe the compound, definitely we need to remember branched. Peduncle is branched. Each branch is produced into a simple corym. Means here compound is there, what is the information we will study in a simple, that simple information everything comes onto the branches. So thereby we will study about the compound corym, simple only. What is the point here we have to save? Compound means branched only, you try to remember. Later what is the information we have seen in a simple, each and every information, each and every point comes onto the corym branches, compound branches. Point you understood or not? Next one, now examples. So compound corym point of view, peduncle is branched, each branch produced into a simple corym. Each branch produced into a simple corym. Now best example, cauliflower and Pyrus malus. So cauliflower and Pyrus malus. So cauliflower we know very well. Now the apple scientific name is Pyrus malus. Apple scientific name Pyrus malus. Now cauliflower information. So in cauliflower, peduncle is a fleshy peduncle is present. Next one, this particular peduncle stores food materials. These 2 points NEET examination point of view important. Cauliflower, peduncle is a fleshy and stores food materials, stores of food materials. So and apple scientific name is Pyrus malus. Next one, fifth one, simple umbel. So fifth one, simple umbel. Amma, one more time, before start to learn the simple umbel, once a diagram of compound corium now let us see. So compound corium diagram is here. Compound means what is the point we have to remember? Branch. So thereby the peduncle is branched. So thereby 3 branches I have drawn. So on every branch, so again simple corium will come and sit. So thereby again you see that older or basal flowers with long pedicels and younger ones with short pedicels again comes onto the or arranged in the same height. Once you see there, exactly I have drawn. So that is the information of compound corium. Now let us move forward to load the simple umbel. So fifth one, so simple umbel, pedicel is condensed. So again simple means, so again what is the information we have to remember? Pedicel is condensed. So here new information we need to save. So that is pedicel is condensed, unbranched, and many pedicellate and bracteate flowers arise from its apex in a cluster. See here in a simple umbel, so peduncle is not like linear, it is not like one line. Emma, that peduncle is condensed. Condensed means, so that particular peduncle is seems to be very small in size, condensed and unbranched. So simple means unbranched, and many pedicellate and bracteate flowers arise at the apex. Apex means at the terminal point. So we can observe the group of flowers. That group of flowers only we are calling as cluster of flowers. Emma point you understood? So next one, all the flowers open in a centripetal manner. So now, so in a simple umbel and a compound umbel, we will observe the arrangement of flowers in a centripetal manner. So means till now how many side headings we have completed? 4 we completed. We have started to learn the fifth one now. Means up to the completion of compound corium or up to the completion of 4 side headings. So flowers arrangement is there in acropetal. Now Emma, fifth side heading, simple umbel. So in simple umbel, what are the points to be discussed? Means peduncle is condensed. Peduncle condensed and unbranched. Why the stem or the peduncle is unbranched? Simple type. In simple type, one point we should not forget there. So definitely peduncle is unbranched. So peduncle is unbranched and condensed peduncle is present. So thereby, because of the presence of condensed peduncle, so the arrangement of flowers will be in centripetal manner. In the third line you see. So means because of the condensed peduncle, the arrangement of flowers is in centripetal manner. So this point is important. Okay. So why? Because before 4 times or 4 types we have seen. No. So there. So the peduncle is not condensed. But that's why the arrangement of flowers on the peduncle we have seen as acropetal. But here the peduncle is condensed. No, there centripetal manner. Centripetal manner arrangement of flowers we are observing in condensed stem. Or the condensed, not stem up, condensed peduncle only, try to remember. Now what is information? The peduncle is condensed and unbranched. Many pedicellate flowers, pedicellate means which one is there? Pedicel is present. Next one, bracteate flowers. So bracteate flowers means definitely bract is present. So bracteate flowers arise from the apex in a cluster. Okay, means here the group of flowers arranged on the apical region or the apex of the condensed peduncle. This point you try to say. Now all the flowers open in a centripetal manner. So means in a simple umbel as well as in a compound umbel. So definitely we will observe the centripetal arrangement of flowers. So now at the base of flowers, all the bracts form a whorl called involucre. So means exactly at the base of flowers. So at the base of flowers, so diagrams I will show you. So at the base of the flowers, all bracts, okay, all bracts form a whorl like structure. That particular structure we are calling as involucre. Try to say along with me, involucre. So simple umbel, best example, Allium cepa. Allium cepa onion is there now. So that particular onion, so scientific name is Allium cepa, so comes under simple umbel. Simple umbel. So in this simple umbel, don't forget one and only the best point, that is peduncle is condensed. Because of the condensed peduncle, arrangement of flowers or the flowers opening, so will be in will be in centripetal manner. Next one, let us start to learn the compound umbel. So compound umbel point of view, peduncle is branched. So why? Because in a compound, this point only we need to remember. Compound means branched, peduncle is branched, and every branches and every branches produce a simple umbel in its apex. So thereby, so peduncle is branched. So at every branch, again we will observe the simple umbel structure on the branches. So that kind of structure only simply we can be considered as simple umbel. Next one, now here all branches. So all branches arise in a simple umbel or umbel like manner. Once you see there. So this particular thing, once you see there, all branches arise in umbel like manner. Once you see there here. So this is one branch. So these lines are there, 5 lines are there, So all these are all branches. So now these branches apex you see there again. So we are observing the cluster of flowers. So this one, each and every branch, it is a resemble like simple umbel. So the group of branches over there and the terminal position of these branches, again what we are observing, simple umbel we are observing. So this point is important. Now here what is information? The involucre of bracts is present at the base of the branches. Now so see there, involucre of bracts. So in a simple umbel, involucre of bracts we have seen in the basal position. So but we here, so here involucre of bracts we are observing at the base of the branches. At the base of the branches we are observing involucre. While watching video also, one point you try to remember, involucre. So through my voice you try to take involucre in brackets. One I have given a number. Next one in involucre. In brackets 2 number I have given. So in diagrams, so one number indicates involucre of bracts and number 2 indicates involucre. So try to take that point. Why? Because so here in diagrammatically here to represent here I don't have place. That's why here 1 means involucre, 2 means involucre. Now here, now let us come on to the information. Now in compound leaf, involucre of bracts present at the base of the branches. Involucre present at the base of the branches. Base of the branches means here only So exactly at spotlight we are observing the base of the branches. So now number 1 is there, that one is involucre. Next one at the base of the simple umbels. At the base of the simple umbels means once you see there, so small flower like structure exactly at spotlight we are observing. So this one is a simple umbel. Now base is here. Number 2 number you are observing there the simple umbel base we are finding. So there what is information is there, a number of bracts are present and form a whorl. A number of bracts are present there and all these are all arranged in one whorl like manner. So that kind of arrangement only we will be considering as involucre of bracts. Involucre, spelling INVOLUCEL. Involucre of bracts. So this is involucre of bracts. So best example is Coryandrum and Daucus. Coryandrum sativum, that one mummy will keep leafy things in chicken or Coryandrum. Next one Daucus carota, carrot. So here this is a diagrammatical explanation regarding, so which one, simple umbel as well as compound umbel. So my dear students, so in a simple umbel and compound umbel, so 2 points don't forget, peduncle is condensed. Next one, flowers opening will be in a centripetal direction, centripetal manner. Okay, so in a simple umbel only involucre of bracts we will observe. In a compound umbel, involucre of bracts we will observe at the base of the branches. Involucre, so involucre we will observe at the base of the simple umbel. So these 2 points you try to remember carefully. So NEET examinations point of view important. Thank you.